What's good? What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube?
Sixers are in trouble. I need a top five.
Man, let's get into bets of the week, man. What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube? Back for another episode of Charges to the Game Sports and Sports Betting Podcast, brought to you by the Bet US Sports Vitamin Gummies, man. Whole crew is here, back for a long time, man. Fellas, what's up, man?
What is up? How's the summer going?
How's the summer going? Shit, how's the few months been? We ain't chopped it up. We ain't chopped it up in a fucking few months, man. Like, people was asking, yo, did y'all break up? What happened to the fucking show? You know, y'all got in a fight. This person don't like that person. Like, I feel like what the fuck is going on right now? I'm like, y'all just making all types of shit. Shit. Welcome back, everybody. Like I said, if you're new to the show, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and then follow us on all our handles: YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, our IG platforms, all of that. But fellas, we got a good show. We talked a little bit about before we hopped on. We're going to be breaking down and giving our reaction to the Spence Crawford supposed super fight. I told everybody he was going to get his ass beat. You know what I mean? I already told everybody. Everybody already know. Everybody already know how I get down. But we got to talk Spence Crawford. We got to talk a little bit about the NFL, what's going on in this, what's been happening this offseason, things like that. And we'll close out. We got a few bets. We're getting started with the bets. I mean, football season hasn't started exactly quite yet, but I mean, WNBA maybe, baseball maybe. Z was talking about your Orioles a little bit.
Oh yeah, let's go O's.
Yeah, man. So, but I guess before we hop into it, fella, like I said, I mean, I know we've been off for a little while. How was that break, man? That I ain't gonna front. That little break. That was clutch. I ain't gonna front. So, I mean, how have you guys been spending your time?
Go ahead, Z.
Let me see. What did I do? I went out to Steeler camp, checked out my Steelers, sideline passes, stood on the sideline. That was cool. Got to chop it up with Charlie Batch, which was cool. My Mid-American Conference brethren. Team looks good. Team looks strong. Young. Not much expected from them this year. We're going to shock the world. I can't wait.
That sounds all right. Unfortunately, I haven't been doing anything with my team because they're all the way in Vegas, and I don't know what type of bread y'all have. I don't got it. But been really active in the gym for me. I just fought this upcoming weekend. Did pretty damn well, better than I would have thought. Coach and everything went through, and I can't wait to get back in there. Down 15, 20 pounds, probably getting smaller. So you'll see that face, but hitting the gym hard. And, of course, keeping up with camp, Raiders camp. I'm hearing a lot about our defensive backs and stuff like that, too, man. I'm excited.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Not for real. I mean, I think it's the same for me, man. I mean, for the most part, like I said, people got to understand. I think most people really do understand. I know a lot of people is reaching out to me, especially DMing me and stuff like that as far as what happened. But like I said, we got lives outside of this stuff, man. Like, we got jobs. Some of us might have kids, might have families, might have other shit going on, other platforms. For the people that do know, I know some of y'all in here, or at least gotta listen to it, and stuff like that. But like I said, really clutch, allowed us to kind of, venture out of it and everything and stuff like that. And just kind of just humble yourself. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on in the world at the time. I think we created this platform during the pandemic, which is great. But once real life starts, real life stuff starts happening, you really kind of get a chance to see what's been, kind of shaken out. What's going on? I don't even know who that is. But hey, yeah, we back. Like I said, if you're not a part of it, join the Charge It to the Game Facebook group, man. So that's on a Facebook group. We're gonna have a few other platforms as well. But without further ado, let me start rambling. Let's talk about this Spence Crawford supposed super fight, man. So
fight of the century.
Supposedly. So how are we gonna talk about this, fellas? So I mean, who wants to go first?
All right, so let me go ahead and go first and start talking. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this one pretty hard. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start addressing all the excuses that are coming out of nowhere. The excuses as in he was drained, you can see it in the skin. Floyd came out and said, "Oh, he should have been fighting at 150, 160, supporting that." I don't want to hear none of that shit, to be honest with you. When you stepped in the ring, you assigned that, you laced up in gloves, that was it. If you wasn't feeling it, guess what? Boxing, they be scared anyway. So you could have been running around and just been done. But you stepped up in there. Shout out to Spence for handling, like, taking it on the chin. You feel me? Everyone else giving excuses but him. So,
shout out to him. He said, noodle legs. His ass. He beat the shit out that nigga, didn't he? He beat the fuck out that nigga.
Crawford proved, though. He proved there was levels to this shit. And when they say the top rated fighters pound for pound, the difference between one, I think Spence was 1 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's levels from the 1 all the way down.
Let me tell you something. So, I guess maybe I think I'm like most of the world. Like I'm a Bud fan, but I'm also a boxing realist. You know what I mean? So all of my whole crew of guys are like Spence fanboys. So for the most part, you know, you see, you already laughed. You already know how it went down. Oh, he gonna beat the shit out of Bud. You know, he ain't fought nobody. This and that. I'm like, all right. I'm like, bro, your man stands there and gets hit like a punching bag every fucking fight. He's slow. He's you know what I mean? He does the same shit. So I'm like, okay. So leading into the fight, I see who came out first? Was it Spence?
Yeah.
Spence came out first. Spence come out with his mans. Don't mess with Texas. Man, fuck Texas. I don't give a fuck about Texas. Big fat ass nigga sitting there singing "Don't mess with Texas." I can give 2 fucks about that shit. And then Bud comes out with Eminem, bro.
That was the moment I doubled up on my bet when I saw Eminem walk out. I ran, grabbed that app, and be double up on that Crawford bet right there. As soon as the beat dropped, I was like, "Oh man, hell yeah!"
No, for real. Like Eminem don't fuck with nobody. Only people Eminem fuck with is like Dr. Dre and like 50, and like that's it. You know what I mean? Like those, and you know, not necessarily in that order, but as far as that goes, man, you know, like I said, Bud, he just put on a clinic, man. He just showed his incredible hand speed. He dominated dude round by round. Like I said, Spence, people keep making excuses for this dude. He's drained, car accident. Man, fuck all that. He had 2 tune-up fights, and who did he fight? He fought Danny Garcia, and he fought Ugas. Ugas was an undefeated fighter that was hyping him up. He beat the shit out of them. Like, I don't play that, man. Nah, he didn't look right. All this bullshit. Of course he didn't look right. He probably noticed he was gonna be in for a fight with a real nigga. And that's what it was.
Seen the day before, Mike Tyson gave him a case of the Mike Tyson weed, and they got that on the video. They were like, he shouldn't have taken that gift from Tyson. Tyson gave a whole box of.
Who did he give it to? Bud or
no, Spence?
Oh Lord, he fighting demons. He was fighting tigers. You don't take nothing from him,
man. I mean, that was ugly. That was just skill, speed, dominance. Yeah. I think he let up on him after the 6th round because he liked him.
That's what I was saying. Bro, that's the same thing I said. Yeah, Bud didn't even really dig into his ass like that. He didn't switch stances because Bud's a switch hitter. He's southpaw, he orthodox. He didn't even really play like the
after the 6th round. He slowed down because he could have.
He probably could have ended dude's like career. Like,
it would have been ugly. I mean,
and that's still up in the air because I was what Stephen Smith was talking about. He needs to retire.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're saying retirement, Stephen A. though.
No, but I don't think he want Bud again though.
He said he want Bud again, but
he want that money. He want that 30 mil.
I don't know.
If I'm Spence, he might have said that on fight night, but talk to him in another 3 months. They're like, "Oh, you still want to fight? I ain't fucking with that nigga. I don't want them problems again." So and this is what leads me to another point. This 2023 boxing year has been great because we've got the best fighting the best consistently, almost a few times a year, well, a few times a month. All of these things. We got the Charlo, what is it? The Charlo, what is it? Canelo fight that's about to come up.
Finally.
We had Benavidez Plant. We didn't even talk about that. I told people about my boy David Benavidez. He rocked the fuck out of him. All types of shit. I saw Jared Hurd slapping the Charlo brother.
They always getting slapped.
Yeah, so I mean,
did you see the two Charlo wives fighting? Even the one Charlo who got hit by Caleb Plant, got embarrassed at the casino, and then his wife got stomped by his brother's wife in the parking lot.
Got curb stomped. If you watch wrestling, he fucking
wait, his brother's wife, the twin brothers.
She knocked her out. I was like, oh man, that dude taking L's left and right.
No,
dang, how you own? That's your brother-in-law. I mean, sister-in-law. Oh, they caught it on film. That's bad. How y'all gonna sit at the table? I mean, they giving in different places of the house.
So I'm just
Crawford talking shit from the ring, looking at him. Next.
No, for real. You next. You talking to? He's like,
yeah.
And the thing is, Bud done punish that whole camp because them dudes just talk. That's the one thing about them. Spence and Charles, they just talk, man. They not real. Like even with Spence, yeah, he's a good fighter, but when the best fight the best, man, this is what happens. Somebody's gonna win, someone's gonna lose, and then you're gonna realize you're not as cold as you once thought you were. You're not that nice. Spence ain't even that great. This is like he
had the promotion. The promotion was
he had the big promotion behind him, and they hype. He's just a hype train. I ain't saying he's like this bad like Anthony Joshua.
No,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah. Anthony Joshua's situation is crazy. But no, now Spence's promotion team and marketing team, them boys did an amazing job because he's not nearly as cold as we all thought he was. And Buzz's team, vice versa, he need to get a new marketing team to promote him better.
But think about it, Spence was selling out. He was selling out the Cowboy Stadium. I mean,
he from Dallas though, and he got
from Dallas. Everybody in Texas,
he got that, and then he just got he's more marketable. I mean, I was talking to a few late, like I'm not saying that, but I was not watching the fight with him, but a few late, like, oh, he's cute and shit like that. Oh. Like you got people like that, you know what I mean? Like, but Buzz, you know what I mean? He looks like a nigga named Bud. You know what I mean? So
I mean, the way Spence family was going after Bud at the press conference, all the women screaming at him, "You going down? He gonna kill you." I mean,
what? I mean, I'm just like, what are you going to? You just beat the fuck out your mans. You know what I mean? There's no protection from that. All you gotta do is get the gun. That's what you can do.
That was the moment. That was the moment where he flipped because he was like, at the end, he tried to calm him down. He was like, "Cheer for your guy. You ain't got to insult me. And my family cheer for me. You ain't got to do." And then they kept going at him. He was like, "Well, when it comes to us, we about that action." Slammed the table and said, "Let's go." I was like, "Oh, it's over."
Oh yeah. He gonna beat that boy.
That's because Buzz, but actually not about that talking shit, man. Like I said, some dudes is about the talking and the hype for the fight. He's not about it.
And the craziness, it was the women. It was Spence's sister, his girlfriend, and like a couple other girls screaming and yelling about you going down.
That's how I be though, bro. I mean, because to me, Spence ain't doing a lot of talking. The most I've seen Spence and him did talking is when they first started talking about it in the hallway.
He probably knew. He was like, "Oh shit, like baby, chill out." I'm gonna beat the fuck out of me now.
You know what? That may be it. Because I watched the epilogue earlier, the 27 episodes, and I watched it, and it really wasn't too much talking with Spence. Like Charlo, came in there talking about, you know what the fuck is going on with that.
That was hilarious. Charlo already making excuses.
Yeah.
Not even my weight class. Oh, no, why he calling me out?
Yeah, y'all trying to compare him to me.
I'm like, they didn't make a fight. This dude already making excuses. I ain't got to fight him. He's not even my weight class. Oh, I'm the greatest at 168. I'm like, dude.
I'm trying to be unified.
Before anybody ever talked about a fight, he's already making excuses on the prologue show on Showtime. I was like, this dude.
That's why I can't stand the Charlo brothers. But not only that, on top of that, like even when they were about to fight, they showed one of the Charlo brothers talking so much shit for Spence before it happened. It's like, bro, you're not even fighting. Sit your ass down. You just like the women that was in this camp now, talking all that shit.
Now, who was
being cool with your fans?
James Harden was the dude sitting next to him. James Harden was
James Harden. Sitting next to who? Who was he sitting next to?
Next to Charlo. He tried to answer, oh, he might get you. And then Charlo sitting next to him. I don't know why he talking. I'm 168. He's not even in my class. I'm the greatest ever. Well, but James Harden looked away. The look on Harden's face. Yeah, man, he about to get you.
James Harden scooped to the side. He did a double step like, I don't want no part of that. Don't look this way. Nah.
So let me take my rightful place, go back and eat these cheeseburgers. James Harden's fat. He took like 8 cheeseburgers at that fucking. What's your fat ass doing with fucking 8 to 10 cheeseburgers and shit?
I literally thought he was going to pass the boxes out to people. He took them all for himself. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the heck? He said,
that's funny.
But I mean, shout out to Bud Crawford, man. Very happy that the fight was made. I mean, shout out to Spence too. I mean, I'm just talking shit. No, I mean, he's a world-class fighter, but like I said, the better fighter won, man. And like I said, I mean, this is gonna be, if this is the norm, boxing's back. But if
I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it. Seeing how things transpired, Fulton got knocked out. Bud knocked out Spence. Like, as much as we love to see it, and as much we knew the difference in gap levels between it, Boston ain't gonna like that, bro. They ain't gonna like that. They wanted a good fight. Shoot, I want to see a good
Canelo
fight.
Charlo's gonna be a good fight.
But that's gonna be the one that's gonna bring it possibly back. Yeah.
I mean, y'all got if whoever. Well, I'm pretty sure they're not. They didn't drop the fucking prices on them tickets, though, because I'm trying to.
They didn't stop.
I ain't going front. I'm trying to go to Vegas to see that shit. Like I know Spence and Crawford's gonna be expensive, but Charlo, Canelo, I mean, y'all can drop the price a little bit. You know,
Canelo lost a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He coming back down from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's a risky fight for Canelo. I mean, I think Canelo wins, but Canelo, he's a little older now. This is the time for Charlo, if he is who everybody say he is. He really should take that next step.
I don't see it.
But I don't see it.
I'm about to say, because to me, Canelo only really lost as recently because he's fighting way bigger guys.
Yeah,
in my honest opinion. Like, I mean,
and Charlo coming out that Spence camp.
They're in the same camp.
That's why he's so excited for Spence. That's why he's in the locker room talking that shit. He's like, that's how we do it. Because in the same
know what?
camp.
You're right, because they do stand there. They both just stand fucking there and don't move, don't duck their head. Them niggas don't do shit. They ain't like this. They're waiting to get hit like a fucking heavy bag.
They was in the background. Caleb Platt.
They just to test the chins and shit.
He slapped him. I mean, that is the most disrespect thing. Caleb Platt walks over, just slaps him in the face. All
and the thing is, with Caleb Platt can stick and move.
Yeah,
you know, his punching power in there.
And then his brother didn't do nothing. His brother just stood there with like,
I don't know.
That's your thing.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
saying,
crazy. I said, I don't know why they thought they would catch Caleb Plant. Because one thing, that's a slick motherfucker. He's the person that's going to slap you. If he survived David Benavidez, he survived.
Yeah, man. When in doubt, look at his wife.
But look, the funny thing is when he had the press conference, when Caleb Plant had the press conference, I think with Canelo, he tried to slap Canelo. Canelo ducked, hit him back, and didn't get touched.
Right.
And then Charlo gets smacked in the face. So everybody putting the two things. Oh man, this is a preview of the fight. Who got the defense and who doesn't? The Caleb Plant slap.
Hey, I would love to see that though. I would love to see one of the Caleb Plant fight one of the brothers and Canelo fight the other one, and both of them take the L. I would love that. Yeah, I'm hating that one. I'm putting that out there. Like, I don't like the Charlo brothers. The oldest one is the coolest because he's quiet, but that younger one is just sit up there and be talking that shit, man.
and taking L's. And then he lost a whole bunch of money betting on Spence because he was sick. They showed him at the casino, and in the casino parking lot, his wife takes the L.
Ain't no cash out either.
He bet all that money. I was like, walking in with briefcase of money. I'm like, he did a little tote bag. I'm like, oh man, Spence gonna get you.
He might have to fight back to back. He might have to fight 2 times, make up for that shit. All the money you lost.
Yeah.
But
shoot, I suggest y'all watch that YouTube. They also show like one of the Charlo brothers' face as he losing.
I know.
Then he's like, "Oh, you gonna bounce back?" Then he going back up. He's strong. I'm just like, "Oh, it's decreasing."
And then the crazy thing is James Harden next to him rubbing it in like, "Oh damn, damn, oh damn." James Harden ducking like he the one getting hit. He said, "Whoa, your boy getting messed up."
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he was not making it bad. James Harden's talking that shit.
Oh,
yeah, these fights been coming heavy, man. Like I said, we then had Tank fight. Tank, I mean, then they had what's the dude? Devin Haney. You got your ass, brother.
And then
you got your ass. Don't okay, Lomachenko beat your ass, but
don't forget what is it? The baseball, the White Sox. Tim Anderson taking an L.
That's what I said. I got to switch teams now. Everybody
taking that. What's the little video that's circulating? What's it? The fucking in Alabama. It's getting knocked out up there too. I'm gonna get hit with stairs, chairs, and shit like WWE.
WWE style, yes sir.
Bro, as soon as I open the fucking app, I just see the same video just lined up.
That shit was hilarious.
I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on out here? But let's close up the boxes, man. Some more fights to come.
Jake Paul, this weekend fought Diaz.
Nate Diaz never been too much of a scrap.
Yeah, Jack, I could ask you, man. Yeah, what happened with that one, man?
I ain't watch it, but I just knew that Nate Diaz wasn't gonna win that.
He didn't really.
I thought it was that's what he was known for, though.
No, he's known for slapping people and surviving. He's really the submission artist. Like that's why
at the end, Jake said he'll fight him MMA, 10 million. He said, "I'll give you 10 million. I'll go in the cage with you." And Nate said, "Oh shit, 10 million? Let's do it."
It's all about the money. This is the most money these guys have probably ever made in one fight because on the MMA side, they don't really make.
It's all what they made their career. If you add up his whole career, 2 fights with Jake Paul, he gonna get what, 20 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, made that his whole 20-year career.
They're thankful for Jake Paul. Like I said, Jake Paul is the best thing that's ever happened to a lot of these MMA, especially the ones that have gotten a chance to fight him or the ones that want to fight him. Because there's no money there. There's no money there. You know what I mean? It's big as a like it's a very niche sport. Like people love it, but outside of the people that love it, it's not. You know what I mean? It's like skateboard. Like I like skateboard. Not everybody likes skateboard. I like the X Games. I like snowmobile and fucking, all of that type of shit. But it's
Ngannou went to Jake Paul's crew to get paid. He got that ridiculous contract with Jake Paul's company, and then now he's gonna make, and he's gonna get the people who fight him. Any fighter who fights him gets $1 million.
Well, no, I mean he's fighting. Ngannou's fighting Fury.
The first fight, yeah.
He is getting his ass whooped. Oh my gosh. He got punching power, but
he got Mike Tyson as his trainer.
I
understand that, but Francis arguably probably has the strongest power as far as punching, especially in like scientific measure wise. But
like one hit a quarter,
we seen someone similar, right?
Yeah.
Wilder, and we seen him rise from the dead. So we know that power is gonna be enough.
Fury is gonna just box him and box him.
It's gonna look crazy. This is how I look at it.
Collecting that $100 million at the end.
Yeah, he gonna get that money. It's gonna look bad because Fury gonna be dancing on him all night. It's just the fact that he's never gonna be able to catch him. I mean, Wilder had a tough time catching him. It became the second and third fight was a little closer and stuff like that. But Wilder was trained in the art of boxing. This guy he's probably been trained in the art of boxing, but he's an MMA fighter. These guys are big bulk. Them motherfucking muscles gonna start weighing on this boy.
I seen the interview with him and Tyson, and he said, "Yes, I'm nowhere near the boxer he is, but as Mike said, anybody could get hit and things could change.
You can just
Like,
start
and
a fight.
that's the one thing
You
I
see,
bring is
keeping
a
it
power
honest.
punch.
That's keeping it honest, bro.
Anything to start a fight. And
Nah.
one more thing before we move on to football, man. Did y'all see this dumbass Roy Jones versus the YouTube dude? Did
That
Roy
actually
Jones,
happened?
bro? That was a real thing. I was the Roy Jones versus the YouTube dude. I forgot the dude's name. If y'all guys don't remember it, then I ain't even gonna talk about it. But look it up. Roy Jones against I forgot some YouTube guy, and you'll see how dumb this shit was. It wasn't even a real fight.
Who would
It was, it was in the metaverse, dog. And I was like, what the fuck is this? The metaverse? Even everything looks so off. But that's neither here nor there. Let's move on to football, man. So football's man. All right. You see me with the hat on. You see Z with his shit. Jay, where's your shit at, man?
It's in the closet, bro.
Man, come on, you gotta wear the shit, man.
It's in the closet, bro. I don't know. I've been feeling this off season why I sound optimistic. I wasn't too happy about how we moved. So, you know, that's really it.
So how's your feeling about Garoppolo?
Oh, well, that's exactly what we're talking about. All right, look, he's overrated. All right.
Jimmy G?
Jimmy G is overrated.
I take him right now. You want Baker?
Well, I don't want Baker.
I'll take him. Hey, let's see who this is. Get ready, prepared. Me is Earl Spence. You know him? That's your man, Jay, Z.
Bounties, I don't know who. Revolutionary Crawford fighting brain.
Appreciate the sport.
Yup.
Yep.
Yeah,
nah, he's out of there.
No,
I don't know. I don't think I want to see a rematch. I mean, I guess imagine what the money line is going to be. We had a good minus 150 on Crawford this time.
Yeah, for real. I think in that fight,
Crawford's going to be minus 300. You're never going to get a good price on
Crawford. I ain't gonna front, dog. I made a lot of fucking money, and like I said, people already know. I don't bet $10. I don't bet $50. I don't bet $100. Especially that's why I'm so happy football season come. I just save. I stack up. I've been doing this for years now. I've probably been sports betting like seriously for probably the past 10 years on top of working regular jobs, not one job, multiple jobs. You know, so when you do stuff like that, you got to create other avenues and other streams of wealth, man, other streams of income, because as we saw from the pandemic, this shit is breaking people down. People can't pay their rent and mortgage. People losing their jobs, all types of shit, man. So, but
my funny story from the fight, I had bet Crawford by decision at a good, nice plus money, and then I had bet Crawford by TKO, but it wasn't plus money. I was hoping Spence will hang on. I'm yelling, we're in the 7th round. I'm like, baby, please hold on. Go the distance.
You bet the distance?
No, I bet both, but the distance was plus money. The distance, if it Crawford, the distance was like plus 130, and then Crawford.
I cleaned TKO up because, like I said, my whole crew is Spence fanboys. Jay, I even tried to get you. You wasn't going.
Nah, but because me and you were talking. Me and you have talked
too much shit about Spence. What he said? He had the black.
Yeah. See, let me tell you something about when I realized that day was fucked up. Right? Let me tell you something. The black forces. That's number one. Everybody said, "Oh, Spence wore black forces too." That's cool and all. We saw that at the meeting. But when they came through, walking through that tunnel, it was only one nigga that still had them black Air Forces on. And it was Bud Crawford. All right. He ain't come in there flash. He ain't come in with none of that shit. Spence came with a smile on his face. That man came with the mini fro with the pick. Like
bro, that's what I said. Even the women was like, okay, I'm like, oh, I don't know, but him, he kind of cute. I'll pick him. I'm like, you stupid as shit. You stupid.
Tripping.
Women just stupid. You know what I mean? I'm just like, what are you talking about, man? You can beat the shit out of this man.
I'm about to say, I agree. But, I know you don't want to continue tapping back and then we trying to talk about football stuff.
Yeah, but back on the football side, man, I mean, when you're rated, like I said, I'll take anything, man. I just don't want to make it. Go ahead.
I'm about to say, Jimmy, I'm not a huge fan of Jimmy, personally. I think he's all right. I think
he's coming from a familiar place. I look at it like he used to be with Josh McDaniels.
He's injured, though, isn't he? I don't know if he's going to be ready.
I mean, he's going to be ready. Apparently, quote unquote, they're saying that like these days are scheduled and planned off. So a lot of vets and stuff have scheduled days. Jimmy has a different type of different type of scheduled days, and how many snaps in general is quote unquote how they're going. To me, at this point, I'm looking forward to the next draft. There's a lot. It's a
Is Josh Jacobs skipping the season? Is he going to sit out?
I think Josh sitting out, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Is he going to pull a Le'Veon Bell?
I think he is gonna pull Le'Veon. He is not having it.
I think he. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a tough place to be in from running backs. You see Jonathan Taylor asking for a trade because that's just gonna happen more and more, man. These guys, if you're a runner, you gotta stay ahead of the curve. I salute you guys, man. I played football, man. Football is a grueling sport, man. Yeah. Football is not like boxing and fighting and stuff like that, but it's the closest thing you can get to that. And I mean, sometimes in some places on that line, and as a running back, it might be more grueling. Because you're getting hit multiple times weekly. You're not getting a few months in between fights and shit like that. Man, these are the best athletes on the planet. The fastest, the strongest. Look at Nick Chubb. Look at Jonathan Taylor, man. Look at Dalvin. Dalvin Cook's still not even signed.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Well, see, the rumor is, though, he has an incident. He got into a fight with his girl. And so there's a
impending lying, though.
Impending suspension. That's why teams don't want to sign him because he may get a 4-game suspension. So it's Jets or Miami, and people saying, is it money? Why does he go there not sign? The back channel rumor is, Roger Goodell gonna step in, and that's his issue.
It's kind of fucked up, though. I mean, I remember I've been following that story for a while now. She's lied on him multiple times. I'll say this. I mean, I know a lot of NFL guys. Y'all have seen the show. And we've talked to him about this on the show. They gotta leave the pussy alone. I'm sorry. Y'all gotta leave this alone, man. Like, come on, man. Like, don't the shit get old at some point? Like, y'all gotta start messing with the right people or something like that, or do something, man. Do something to change the narrative. But I mean, as far as my Bucks, man, I'll say this. As you all know. Well, week 1 of the preseason, my Bucks faces Z Steelers. We actually won the game.
Get it kicked off right.
Yep, get it kicked off right. So we'll see what shakes out. But as far as on the Bucks side, Tom Brady retiring, man, I don't think I had the opportunity to hop on here and say this, but shout out to Tom Brady. Thank you for bringing the Bucks back, making me be a proud Bucks fan. Allow me to buy shirts and support the team. Actually, take a flight down to Tampa. And shit like that, but now in steps Baker Mayfield.
Did you get your Baker jersey yet?
I'm not buying them. No, I'm still going with my same Tom Brady. I might buy Mike Evans. I'm rocking my Evans right now.
Mike Evans deserved that one.
Yeah,
he's been a signature for y'all. So
I'll buy a Big Mike a jersey or something like that. But as far as Baker, man. I just hope he doesn't start. I've been reading stuff in camp that he's thrown 7 interceptions and shit like that over a 2 days span. Kyle Trask is he's looking pretty solid in case he has his ups and downs, man. Let's start the kid, man. Let's start the kid. Roll with the kid, Kyle Trask. What's the point of you drafting him? All to move on from him, not even to give him a shot. Just going straight to Baker Mayfield. We know what Baker is, man. He's just gonna talk. He's short, he's fat, he's slow. He's going to throw interceptions. You know what I mean? I'm just saying short, fat, and slow. And I mean, on that defensive side, the defense is going to be there. We got Vita Vea, and Levante David, and Devin White. Our DB still suck as far as on the corners, But on that front seven would be good. I mean, the line, we let the worst guy in history go, Donovan Smith. We moved on to the Chiefs of all teams. So we might actually get another ring out of this upcoming season.
That's crazy.
So we'll see what happens there. We did draft the lineman in the first round of this past draft from Pitt. I'm excited. Everybody already knows.
He's good. Cansey's good.
Everybody already knows how I feel about Aaron Donald. He's from Pitt. He's the same. Fast, quick twitch.
Really good, yeah.
We'll see. So shout out to Pitt. They put out a lot of great players, and I'm looking forward to betting on you guys this upcoming season. Actually, what's the dude's name? Darrell Reeves. Didn't he go to Pitt?
Went to Pitt, Hall of Famer.
Went to Pitt, Hall of Famer, man. My man Rondé Barber went to the Hall of Fame. Zach Thomas. All those guys.
Shoot, Rondé had Coach Tomlin give him the jacket, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And he said Coach Tomlin told him he'd be a Hall of Famer before he believed he was a Hall of Famer, which is the craziest thing.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's unwavering belief.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
So we'll see what happens in that game. See, let's move on to your Steelers, man. So, how your Steelers looking? I mean, y'all. This is your time right now. Like this is your team is stacked.
We're picked last. And people don't think we're gonna do nothing.
No.
They really
you ain't trying to play that mind. Y'all ready to go. Y'all supposed to be making a run.
Vegas saying our win total is 8 again for the third year in a row. We're not supposed to win over 8. Just have to say, Tomlin ain't never had a losing season in 16 years. So the thing with the Steelers, so I was a Steeler camp. I had VIP sideline passes, which is cool. So I got to actually see it, hear it, feel it right from up front, which was intense. But they're a lot younger, a lot faster. The key for them is going to be Kenny Pickett. That's it. I mean, and then
what the line? The line, no.
Line is much better. I mean, we got. I
know you guys.
We got Samalu from All Pro from the Eagles as our new guard. We got a first round pick who's really, really, really good.
Huge.
Out of Georgia, Broderick Jones. And they got depth. They got Nate Herbig, who was on the Jets last year. He's going to be a backup. They moved the scrub center Kendall Green to fullback, and that dude Green is a great fullback. He's knocking people out. I'm like, he found his position. The worst guard in history. We put him in fullback. He's out there killing people. I'm like,
did he lose weight?
No, he's still a 300-pound fullback.
Oh, you know he's playing. He's playing that. What's that position? The Ravens guy, Ricard.
Yeah, I was
Ricard.
like,
yeah.
Man, he almost killed one of them rookie linebackers. I was like, oh my gosh, they lined him up in the backfield. The scrub lineman is now our fullback, and he literally pancaked dude. I was like, oh, he's got new life. He has a chance to make the team because his career was over. He was about to get cut as a guard. But yeah, so that's good. Defense is
defense is y'all.
Yeah, we're stacked on defense.
The
key is going to be Steelers going to be the only team that's going to be playing old school football. We're going to run the ball, protect the ball. Kenny not turn it over. Our wide receivers are amazing as usual. I mean, Pickens looks ridiculous. We signed Allen Robinson to be the number 3. He's going to be good. Deontay is Deontay. So I'm excited. Calvin Austin, who didn't play last year, 3rd-round pick, runs a 4.3 40, and he couldn't be covered in the practice I was at. He couldn't be covered at all. And then sneaky guy, the MVP from the XFL. Signed with the Steelers. Hakeem Butler, receiver 6'6". And I mean, hey, he's listed as the 6. I think Gunner's getting cut. We're gonna cut Gunner Olszewski. That 6'6" Hakeem Butler is gonna take his spot. And then we also got the 6'7" tight end from Georgia, who's he looks like a lineman out there. He might end up being he may be the Steel draft. He can't even be covered. He runs like a 4.4. He's like 6'8", 300 pounds, running a 4.4. Linebackers can't stay with him. I'm like, he dropped because they said they were worried about him being too tall and having knee injuries. And so he would have been a 1st-round pick. And Steelers end up getting him in the 3rd round. So
we'll see.
We'll see.
I'm encouraged, but we'll see. I mean, Darnell Washington is a name.
Is your boy playing Is he playing in the preseason? Kenny Pickett?
Yeah, he has to because he's a rookie. Yeah, well, technically, he last year was a rookie, so he'll play 1 series, 2 series, and then of course, we got the vet backups with Mitch will come in and be Mitch, and then I can't believe they re-signed Mason to be the number 3. That dude, the practice I was at, first 2 passes, he threw 2 interceptions.
He knows the system. He knows the system. So, I mean, you're not going to bring somebody in cold off the street that learn a maneuver.
Nobody else wanted him. They waited him for a week before camp, and he said, well, I'll take that minimum deal to come back.
He knows the system. He's not Nathan Peterman. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
If Peterman comes in, that's like an automatic check. Bet your bank account. Everything you have.
I mean,
hey, I can't wait till he plays. Man. Oh my
Can't
God.
wait to make.
Damn, man. I can't wait till he plays.
I mean,
You know how much money I would have if I just bet Nathan Peterman every week?
He's what is he? Josh,
Week 1 Peterman.
Fields. He's Fields' backup in Chicago. So Fields get hurt.
Oh, he's bound to get hurt.
It.
Oh, he's
Not you
He's
clapping.
huh?
Not you clapping. Talking about he bound to get hurt.
No, I'm telling you, I might have to, well, actually, I ain't gonna say that shit. I was gonna, you have to, no, I ain't gonna say that. But,
That's funny.
But I mean, bottom line is, I mean, I'm encouraged. I mean, everybody's on the Bengals as the cream of the crop in the AFC North.
And that division, I ain't gonna.
And then Ravens with Lamar getting paid finally, signing Odell Beckham Jr.
And that division.
And
actually,
Deshaun Watson with Cleveland, they're getting all the hype too, even though they've never beaten the Steelers. And
I fuck with the Browns though. I kind of like
it.
Especially now with Deshaun. Let's go Deshaun.
So that's why people say Steelers gonna be last and we gonna be scrubs for the first time in 20 years, which I don't see.
But sacrificial lambs.
I mean, the first game of the season, Monday night, San Francisco in Pittsburgh. So that's the start. Brock Purdy against our.
It's in Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh, Monday night. Liquored up Steeler fans. Welcoming Brock Purdy. Let's go.
Y'all might get him week 1 though. I mean, week 1. We'll see. He's been come off an injury, but
Steelers ain't been home for week 1. I mean, every year they got to go. They went to Buffalo the one year. They give us the toughest game every year on the road. Week 1. We finally got a home game. I can't remember the last time they had a home game start season. Yeah. So that's good. That's the litmus test right there. First week of the season, San Francisco's got a defense plays similar to Pittsburgh. They run the ball. We run the ball.
Outside of that, the Chargers always looking pretty good. Their coaching sucks. Who else is out there? The Eagles. They'll probably be back. The AFC. What do we think about this Broncos squad? I want to ask you guys this.
AFC too stacked. I mean, it's gonna be ridiculous. Every week's gonna be a tough game.
It is on paper at least.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. And I think the Jets hype is gonna be all hype because everybody
I kind of fuck with the Jets.
I don't know. I kind of fuck with the Jets.
I kind of fuck with that's gonna be my money team.
Have you seen their schedule? I mean, the league stuck it to them.
I'm sure, but it's okay.
They got Aaron Rodgers. All they were missing was a QB. I mean, they had Zach Wilson. They were winning, games against really formidable opponents last year.
They got a decent defense.
That defensive line is nasty. I didn't know he was like that. Quentin Williams is a monster.
No, tough.
Him, both of them, the New York D tackles. Quentin Williams and what's the other dude? Dexter Lawrence. Them boys are something. Even Leonard Williams. But yeah,
when you look at the Jets, so their schedule is Bills, Cowboys, Patriots, Chiefs to start the season.
You said Bills,
Cowboys, Patriots, Chiefs.
Cowboys.
They're smoking Cowboys.
The Patriots ain't nobody.
Patriots getting smoked.
Patriots is ass.
And then Chiefs. But they're at the Cowboys. They got they at least they're at home. They got the Bills at home. They're at the Cowboys.
The Cowboys and Patriots,
Chiefs. And then after the Chiefs is the Broncos game with all the talk of Sean Payton and the old Broncos coach with the Jets.
Hackett, that shit was funny. That shit was funny. So, I mean, we got that. There's a lot of really intriguing, interesting teams that I really want to see how things kind of play out. Green Bay, I mean, with Jordan Love, like the NFC, what is it? The NFC North? The Lions projecting the Lions winning the division. It's that crazy.
I can see that.
And look, Kirk Cousins disrespect right there.
They keep disrespecting my boy.
Yeah, man. Kirk, come on.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. They keep disrespecting my mans, but hey, Justin Jefferson's a beast. You can't stop him. I mean, Delvin Cook's gone. But.
Jay, week 3 Steelers in Vegas. We're going to take over that stadium. I can't wait. It's going to be a home game.
Bro, I'm going to look into that, man.
You went to the stadium, didn't you?
Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Would you go back?
I would.
Yeah.
I would. Nothing was like it. Expensive as fuck, but nothing like it. Definitely go
Yeah,
back.
I can't believe the Steelers are starting the first 2 games at home. I cannot remember the last season where they didn't start on the road. I mean, the league, the one thing the league screwed them with, they're the only team that has 2 Thursday night games, and that was Roger Goodell sticking it to them because they were the only team to vote against having Thursday night games, so they stuck them with 2 Thursday night games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you a team that's gonna fuck everybody up. They were nice last year, but they're gonna punch everybody. The
Who?
Jacksonville Jaguars. With Calvin Ridley coming.
Oh yeah, Cal really coming back. It's crazy.
The AFC is done. I'm telling you, look, with Calvin really, I think people forgot how nasty he is. When he was with the Falcons, he was torching people. He was making people seats. It looked like NBA out there. You know how people get shook and they fall? Like like the professor and like AO and like Skip the Malou and hot sauce. He was doing that shit on people.
Shoot, he was trying to cash his bets.
Yeah, no, for real. Trying to get that money, man.
Trying to cover the spread.
He said, "Shit, why can't I?"
Hey, y'all must start paying these boys. And another thing with college football, I mean, they're on the NIL money. Y'all better do something about that because these boys got money now.
Who's the quarterback who just got caught betting every game last year? Iowa State lost their quarterback.
Iowa State. Yup.
And then
Y'all better start paying these college football players.
The kicker from Iowa too. He got caught today. They said he bet on like 8 or 9 games last year, so he's gonna get suspended.
Man, y'all better start paying these guys because if you don't, game's gonna be fixed. Game on the line. Hey, please miss this kick. Please miss this kick. I got $100 million on this game. You know what I mean?
Got $100 million. I got $10 million on there. Come on.
But look, now
I'll be missing that kick too.
Speaking of millions, the Maryland quarter, Tua Jr., you saw where he got offered $1 million to go to a SEC school.
Yeah,
and he turned it down to stay in Maryland.
Is he getting any money?
I mean, he has little deals, but nothing crazy.
And I heard that team that was after him was Alabama.
No, well, it might be not because he was at Alabama, so it couldn't have been Alabama.
Okay.
It was Auburn. Auburn.
Okay, maybe it's the wrong A.
What happened to Bo Nix? Is he a bum?
He's out in Oregon. Well, he was in Oregon. I think he's gone though now. The quarterback from Clemson went to Oregon. Went to Oregon State. He's at Oregon.
No, I'm about to say he's at Oregon. He's coming out this year. They say he rejuvenated his stock.
Yeah, but
being at Oregon, he's like a top 10 quarterback that's coming out.
Bo Nix.
Yeah, Bo Nix.
I mean, it's a deep quarterback class next year.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully, Baker get us that number 1 pick.
Caleb Williams,
you know,
that's
I would love
crazy.
for him to do that.
I'm saying Caleb Williams gonna go to Arizona. They're gonna have the first and the second pick is what I'm saying. They're gonna get Marvin Harrison Jr. too and Caleb. And Kyler Murray is out of there. If that work out for them, that's insane.
Whoa, Kyler Murray's out. Your cousin?
Yeah,
bro. Man, it's the cuz, it's the fam.
Man, I understand it, bro, but hey, nigga injury prone, bro. You gotta get out of here. Business is business.
That little kid, man.
Yeah, some people trying to see the towers.
Yeah. We'll get ready to close out, man. Like I said, thanks for joining and listening to the show, man. Like I said, we're definitely going to try to do this a little bit more consistently and everything like that. Like I said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Guys, anything else before we wrap up and get up out of here?
No, I ain't got no consistent bets.
Fired up for the. What do you think of Bucks and Raiders this year? What's your outlook for both?
Bucks and Raiders? Well,
no. What's your Bucks outlook for the season? Wins.
Outlook. I mean, to be honest, I don't know. I mean, if Baker starts, I hope we get that first pick. I mean, honestly, I don't have high hopes for this guy. We got a great team. I'm just mad. I'm still not a big fan of Todd Bowles.
You got weapons. You got receivers.
Yeah, I got everything there.
But it's the coaching. No, bro. Our Todd Bowles, and we got a college offensive coordinator, the Georgia offensive coordinator. He's gonna be running college plays with fucking Lamborghini players. You know what I mean? And he's a Honda Civic and shit. You know, so come on, dude. It's
crazy.
I'm just saying, dog. I mean, come on now. Like these are Lambos, and you're a Honda Civic.
That's what the Ravens did too. They got themselves a college guy.
So I'm just saying, like, that's what's going to happen. So I look at that. I think our outlook for the season, I want to see Kyle Trask play. Joe Tryon, this is going to be his prove-it year because his rookie contract's up. He's been coming on slightly. I don't think he's worth the money, but they might pay the guy. I don't know. And we're not paying a quarterback position, so we'll see how things land. Jay, I mean, what do you think for your Raiders? I mean, I see us being borderline playoffs. I mean, the NFC is so trash that we might catch lightning in the bottom and make the playoffs. But I mean, Jay, I mean, as far as you, I mean, you got that hot ass division.
Yeah, I think we either just barely made playoffs or barely miss it. We're gonna be in that fringe. To be honest with you, I don't think Jimmy pushes us as well as we probably should. And,
I mean, depending if Jacob sits out or not. I mean, the backup is Zahir White is your running back. I mean, Jacobs is 80% of the offense.
Yeah, but Zamir White is nice. I think he's nice, and I've been hearing good things from him coming out of camp. He's no Josh Jacobs for sure, but we may just be doing the whole community thing at this point, saving that bread for someone else. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I think possibly, maybe if we're lucky, 10 wins, but we're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna make playoffs given how strong like our division is.
The whole AFC. I mean, the AFC is ridiculous this year. The AFC.
Yeah, AFC, one of them divisions you fuck around and get found out, bro. I'm telling you.
It is to fuck around and find out.
No, I'm saying the whole entire conference. Each and every
that's what I'm saying.
You can't sleep on nobody, man. Everybody's nice now on the AFC side.
But I will say this though. I do think that our defense is going to be a lot better. I've been bitching about the defense for years, but I do think this year will be a lot better.
Yeah, and I'm happy about my boy Max Crosby's getting the shine now, even on the top 100. I think he was like in the 20s or below the 20s.
Should be, bro.
He's a beast.
Busting his ass. He's a beast, dog.
I mean, like I said, and as far as those top pass rushers on that edge, Bosa and Watt and Crosby, he's right in there, man. He's right in there somewhere, so he's getting his shine. But yeah, let's get ready to wrap this up and get up out of here. But
I'll just say, I think we're going to playoffs. Steelers playing old school ball, run the ball, play good defense, different than any other team. Every other team wants to pass it a million times, but there's multiple ways to play football. So I think that's why Steelers getting disrespected because of the style of play. But with Tomlin never having a losing season, I'm thinking they'll get a wild card. Since he's tough, Baltimore's tough, but I think 3 teams in the AFC North will make the playoffs.
Yeah. I hear you. All right, well, fellas, we'll hop up out of here, but make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man, and we'll see you guys next show. Peace.